Welcome. Great to see you. Great to have you here with us. So Phyllis and Diane with their holiday backgrounds. Phyllis, I think you have antlers. Trying to see what's behind you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Diane, nice holiday. Or tropical background. That one's appreciated too. All right. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are punctual because we want to start on time because we have not only a phenomenal presenter and presentation, but so much value that we want to share with you. And of course, you all will be getting the recording as well. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is, if you can be on camera, please do so. And please put into the chat right now, though, where you are located in the world. We always want you connecting with us through Selling on the Spot, but of course today is focused on the global nexus, which we will also be using heavily moving forward with all of you to help you all connect more with others that are not just members like you in Selling on the Spot, but maybe in our global community or maybe other connections on LinkedIn. And again, it's all about the connections and all about the referrals. And we love that we have an amazing global community. So that's why we ask for you to put where in the world you are. We have 3 countries so far in the house, Scott. We have Canadians, Americans, we have Emily from Norway, and we have more expected today as well.
Jerry's in South Africa.
Yeah, I was wondering if she was back there because you're in the US right now, correct?
Yeah, I'm actually in Aruba.
Oh, in Aruba.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
very nice. I will be there in a couple weeks, 3 weeks. Stay put.
How is the weather
Nice.
there?
Oh, it's perfect every day.
I love
I'm
that.
jealous.
That's the perfect answer. Perfect every day. If only. My view is perfect every day, living at the beach, currently living at the ocean, but it's the cold ocean at this point in the year. So with that,
So
I'd love to get
Jane, sorry, Jane, I'll go off camera for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah. And if everybody could please mute out, no problem. I'm just going to get us started here. So with that, I'd love to get today's presentation going, how to get next level referrals and introductions on LinkedIn. We are thrilled, of course, to have the CEO of My Most Trusted, Scott Cundill, here with us today. And now if only my slide would move forward, I would speak to the next one. Okay, sorry about that. So I am Jane Warr, also known as Trainer Jane, and known for the brand, especially Selling on the Spot. Selling on the Spot Marketplace started us all. And I am also a 5-time international best-selling author, stage speaker, communications, and business coach and trainer. If you're not already familiar with Selling on the Spot Marketplace.com, please visit us. These are just some of the things that we offer you. Our marketplace events, our masterclass, marketing division, mastery, media training, our academy, systems, money, mindset, and resources. And we're excited for today's presentation, which is under our marketing division. Big shout out and quick shout out to our corporate sponsors, Carol Humphreys, Empress of Success, Romana Rocks, Writing Training by Romana Rocks, and Sue Coleman, Networking Mastery Coach. Now, in a moment, for those of you that are here with us live, I would like to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself our way, which is with your audio business card, just one clear sentence and statement, please. It's a great way for Scott and I to know who is here with us today, what type of business you have, because of course, we're going to be helping you get more referrals and connections on the spot. So with that though, in a moment, or I'll introduce Scott now so that you all know who is here with us today, if you haven't yet had the pleasure of meeting him. So Scott is a regular guest on TV and a published author of The Captivating One-Liner and How Not to Start and Run Your Own Business. As CEO of My Most Trusted Network, he appears regularly on the global speaking circuit, offering more than 25 years of experience in the CRM and marketing automation industry, alongside being a successful tech entrepreneur, sales professional, and published author. Scott developed a LinkedIn enhancement product called My Most Trusted. Put simply, it is a software and human-driven introductions and referrals machine. At Selling on the Spot, we white labeled his brilliance, and you know and love it as the global nexus. Now, most of you, I believe, have already downloaded the Chrome extension, have it in LinkedIn. Whether you've started using it or not, that's not a problem. That's what you're here for today, and we're thrilled that Scott's partner, Cherie, is also here with us to help you use the technology and get well-versed with it. So before I turn it over to Scott, briefly, I'm going to have you each introduce yourself. Again, your audio business card sell, one sentence only, please. Everybody, please unmute your mic so we can do this really quickly. Phyllis, I'm starting with you. Please introduce yourself.
I am Phyllis Arnstein. I live in the wonderful state of Florida where it's a little chilly, but it's good. And what do? I help people and businesses with a phenomenal software program with their active current debt.
Perfect. Thank you, Phyllis. Diane.
Hi, I'm Diane Medeiros, and I'm in Georgia, and I help people bring balance back to their whole body with this nifty little patch that activates their own stem cells to provide ultimate healing.
Excellent. Thank you, Sandra. Everyone, please unmute.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sandra Pelli da Sandini, Inner Peace Mentor, as well as many other things. Live up in Hinton, Alberta, Canada. No snow, which is amazing. I help spiritual women literally connect with their most intimate guide, their inner child, so that they can discover their inner dragon and create the life that they can't even dream of right now. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sharon.
Hi, I'm Sharon Fillmore. I am the Mary Poppins of Family Wellness, and what I do is I help families create and bring harmony into their families moving forward, whether that be with their children, their spouses, or their outlaws.
Thank you. Aurora. Everyone, please unmute so we can move quickly.
Hi, I'm Aurora. I'm in the Canary Islands, and I help business owners and coaches to save time by using automations and strategies how to build a business in a efficient way and manner. And here we have Kalima, which means sandstorm from Africa.
Whoa. Okay. Please take care.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have dust everywhere.
Well, we don't see it, so you're good. Janet, please go ahead.
Hi, I'm Janet Baselli. I'm coming to you from windy, chilly Florida. I heard another Florida caller on here. It's very windy and chilly today. I'm an affiliate marketer for a company called Super Patch, and we have drug-free wellness patches that work off of vibrotactile stimulation. What this means is a fancy word for skin-to-skin contact. It sends a signal to your brainstem and helps reset your neurology to a state of homeostasis.
Wonderful.
All your body parts and systems work.
Okay, thank you. Just for the sake of time, we're asking for one sentence introductions, please.
One sentence.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
Angela, please go ahead.
This will be quick. I'm Angela. I'm in Ontario, Canada, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up.
All good. You're in the right place. You're in the right community. Welcome. Carol, please go ahead.
I think I can do this relatively quick. I'm Carol. I am in Ontario, Canada. I am a proud Selling on the Spot marketplace licensee. I teach entrepreneurs and business owners to grow their businesses and income by networking through my events.
Wonderful. Thank you. Christine, everyone please unmute and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christine West. I live in Anchorage, Alaska, which we're getting major snow dump, Jane. So major. Anyways, I'm a psychological strategist, and I help business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders bring out the best in their people.
Wonderful. Thank you. Tracy Lynn.
Hi, I'm Tracy Lynn George from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, Canada, and I help people dealing with mental health issues learn that they're not alone through my self-help books. With that, I'm complete.
Wonderful. And Tracy Lynn, you and I should meet in person because I'm often in Halifax.
Yeah, we did. We'll have to get out for coffee or something.
Absolutely. Vivian, please go ahead. And Emily, I'm not too sure if you're able to unmute.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
All good.
Hi, Vivian Stark, and I help people who want to achieve optimal health and vitality and slow down the dreaded aging process by changing just one very simple thing that they do every single day. Change the water that they drink.
Excellent. Thank you again. Okay, so, and I should say I'm here in beautiful Upper Cape, New Brunswick, Canada today. And the running joke, of course, is ask me where I am next week. It'll be different. It will be. It'll be back in Nova Scotia. So with that, Scott, I'm so excited to turn it over to you. So many people have already been using our Global Nexus, the Chrome extension, your brilliance, as I like to call it. They're using it, they're loving it, and you keep adding so much more, which we love, but we need more training. So thank you for reaching out to me and offering to give us more training because you're very busy and you're in high demand. And with that, I turn it over to you.
No, thank you, TJ. So for those of you who don't know, I call Trainer Jane TJ. So that's a little thing we've had going for a while. She hasn't told me to stop yet, so I'll carry on doing it until she does.
You may go ahead, yes.
Thank you. No, really well done. It's wonderful to watch this little family and this community of selling on the spot as grow. And it's just amazing what you're doing, Jane. And I know it's not just you, it's all your team around you as well. Now, speaking of your team, you know, there's a great philosophy which basically means that the people around you will stop you from starving, but the people that are around them will make you rich. And it's that simple. You are 2 degrees away from being successful in your business. However, what makes it difficult is that you've got to be really, really good to the people around you, look after them well, so they'll open doors to the people they know. And that's what will make you successful. And what we're doing here with the whole selling on the spot is we're effectively creating a small mini micro LinkedIn. And that little small mini micro LinkedIn is called the Selling on the Spot Global Nexus. And it's a Chrome extension. And now, Jane, would you like me to go through once again the installation process, etc., first, and then go into a breakout room for those who struggle?
Briefly, please.
Are you okay to do that? So you want me to go, and then I'll get to more advanced stuff. So for those of you right now who've already got the Selling on the Spot marketplace installed and you've got the Chrome extension installed, I'd love you to do 2 things. Number one, while I'm talking and showing people how to install it, I want you to please add trusted connections, which you should already know how to do. In other words, build your own private network. Take the people out of LinkedIn that you know and trust. Doesn't have to be a part of Selling on the Spot. Other people that you know, those are the 2nd degree that we're looking to create. That's number one. And number 2, go to the Selling on the Spot marketplace Chrome extension or web store and give it a 5-star rating. Okay,
Yes,
give it a little
we'd love
rating.
more of those. Yes, please.
I put the link in there at the moment. So just for everybody in the chat, can you quickly type in yes or no? Yes, I have the Chrome extension installed, or no, I do not. Just give me a quick little idea here so I can understand. We've got no, Diane says no. Okay, there's quite a few yeses. Oh, okay, many people are saying yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, so what I'm going to do then, because most of you do, I'm going to go through this process relatively quickly, just so it's on the recording. Then I'm going to create a breakout room for those who haven't got it installed, and I'm going too fast for them to follow me doing it live. Cherie is going to help you one by one. I don't want anybody to feel daunted today if you're not a tech savvy person. So if you've got it installed, just spend the next 5 to 7 minutes while I show the installation process, adding trusted connections and giving a 5-star network. How does that sound, guys? Are we all good with that? Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So for those of you who don't have it, what we're looking to do is your final outcome is to get this little beautiful red Selling on the Spot marketplace Chrome extension live and ready to rock and roll. Okay, so we're going to get that now. So it takes literally seconds to install, and I'll take you through it slowly and carefully. So I'm going to uninstall it right now. This little puzzle piece icon over here, you'll need to click on it, and right now I'm going to remove it because I'm going to show you guys how to install it. So I'm going to click remove from Chrome. So if you don't have it installed right now, I have now removed it, but I wanted to show you what it's going to look like when it's there. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the Selling on the
Sorry,
Spot.
Scott, I'm sorry, but can you go back and show me how to remove it? I actually have 2 extensions and I'm trying to figure out how to remove one of them.
I think Scott's frozen on my screen. Bear Bear with me, guys. Can you all hear me?
Yes, and I think he is
Yes, we can hear you, but I think
I can hear you.
Bear with me.
Yeah, I can hear you as well. Maybe in the meantime, let me just answer for the lady who asked that question. You don't necessarily have to remove the other extensions, you can hide them. But if you
Okay,
do
it's just that what it is somebody had said to me, try this extension out, and I said yes, and then I downloaded it and I realized that it was the same extension, only from a different group. And I haven't been able to figure out how to take it off.
You have to
Okay, well,
hide it. You have to hide it, or you can click the. If you click and hold, you can pull it down, and it's not anymore overlapped. And then you can go and then take it down.
Let me see here.
But I keep them both because I can use both.
Yes, there is actually a button on it, and
have
when I
fun.
install you, I'll show you how to hide one, and you can use the other one. And I'll show you how to do that. You can actually just hide one and then show it every time you need it, if you want to run two of them.
No, I actually I didn't want to run two of them. I thought they were different, and they're both Nexus, only from different companies.
Yes, so the Nexus one has the selling on the spot community members.
Yes, and then the
That's the-
other one came from someone else.
Oh, I did it. Okay.
And but turns out it's basically the same.
Yes, it's basically the functionality is identical, but the community is different.
Yeah, yes, and that's why I wanted to delete that one. If I
Sure.
can.
Okay. So you can just click just go to your Chrome extensions and then you can remove that one. So no problem. Okay. So sorry when I lost my.
You want to just quickly show her, where
I don't
the
know
little
how to remove it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Did I lose my Wi-Fi while I was in the middle of showing it last time? I lost my Wi-Fi here. So under the little puzzle piece icon over here, there's a little puzzle piece icon. If you click on it, you'll see all your Chrome extensions. So here's Loom, for example. Find the Chrome extension, click on the three dots and remove from Chrome.
Oh, that's so simple. Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah, really simple, really simple. Okay, so now we're going to install it. So you'll go to the Selling on the Spot marketplace. I'll put this link in the chat. And of course, Jane has made this link available in several places. All you do is you just go to this page and you click add to Chrome. We do all Microsoft Edge. It doesn't work on Firefox or Safari yet, guys. Sorry, right now it's only Chrome. We're looking at sometime in next year to create that for different browsers. But most people do use Chrome. So all you do is you hit the button that says add to Chrome, and then you hit the button that says add extension. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There it is. Okay, so it's now appeared here. It always hides behind this little puzzle piece icon, which is a bit annoying. So you've got to go to the puzzle piece icon, find Selling on the Spot in the list, and then click the little pin button. So once again, I'll open a breakout room and Cherie will take you through. For those of you watching the video, you can just hit pause. I'm going to pin it, and there it is. So now you'll see the little Selling on the Spot marketplace little icon, which you can click on anytime. Now, somebody was asking earlier, if you want to hide it, you can use the hide from LinkedIn button. If you're running 2 different extensions, you can just hide it and it'll hide it. If you want to show it, you just click on here and you'll be able to show it. So that way you don't have 2 of them always on your screen at the same time. So there's a little trick for some people that are using more than one. Now, remember, the goal of today is to get you booking meetings with other Selling on the Spot people. Selling on and then tapping into their trusted connections, because the people that you know will stop you from starving, but the people they know will make you rich. So being able to access in an authentic, genuine way other people's trusted connections and asking them for a referral is phenomenal. Like it's honestly got to be one of the most powerful, untapped, little beautiful little, what's the word, business generating hacks that you can possibly think of at the moment. So I'm going to click on proceed to LinkedIn. So you click the proceed to LinkedIn button. It's going to take you to your LinkedIn profile. If it brings you to your LinkedIn profile, or sorry, if it gives an error, it means you're not logged into LinkedIn. So in order to log in, you must be logged into LinkedIn. So in case anybody gets an error, and then all you do is you click the button. Is this you? The little red slider. It should bring your beautiful, happy, smiling face. And then you click twice. Yes, this is me. And again, yes, this is me. Congratulations, you've logged in and you now have the Selling on the Spot marketplace Chrome extension installed. Okay, so while we are going to do this, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open a quick little breakout room for those people who don't have it installed. If I went too fast, this is really for the recording, and Cherie is going to help you. So are you guys okay with that? Can I quickly create that breakout room? And then we're good to go. So I'm gonna create one breakout room. I'm gonna call it getting started. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna rename it. I'm gonna call it getting started with the Nexus. Right, I've opened the room. So if you would like to jump into that breakout room now because you want Cherie to help you install it, let's do that. Can I just quickly make sure that everybody knows how to jump in the breakout room? If you want us to assign it for you, we can quickly add you to that breakout room if you don't know how to open a breakout room. Who needs to go to the breakout room? So I'll just quickly let you guys do that. Raise your hand, please, your digital hand on Zoom if you need help getting into that breakout room, and then Cherie will jump on there. So Diane, right, let me add Diane to the breakout room. This is Zoom thing. I tell you what, I'm trying to think. I can't do it directly from. Okay, Diane, I have to do it from here. Remove. Okay, it's changed now. Zoom used to allow me to put you into. I've got to do it from the actual breakout room.
Or can Diane or anyone else that wants to do it by go down to the three dots in the very bottom tab line.
Done.
Click on the three dots and click on breakout rooms.
There. Okay, Diane's off. She's in the breakout room. Would anybody else like to go into one of the breakout rooms or go into the breakout room so Cherie can get you started with the tech? Great. So the rest of you right now should have it all installed and ready to rock and roll. Okay, so we're good to go, guys. Right, so let's do this now. So I'm going to now show you, first of all, a lot of people don't even know who the Selling on the Spot other members are. And the other members of Selling on the Spot think like you do. They know Jane, they know the team, similar philosophy. They're a part of your family. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to open the Selling on the Spot marketplace little extension. All right. And there is this beautiful button over here called Selling on the Marketplace Members List. Selling on the Spot Marketplace Members List. And there are 72 people in the community. That is going to be where you're going to go to see the members list. So if you click on that, it's going to take you to the members list. All right. So that should be easy. You should all be able to click on that. So I'll give you all a second to quickly find the members list. Is anybody not being able to find that members list or being able to click on it? I'll take a pause to ask you guys now quickly.
Yep. If you could go back the screen, one screen, please, Scott, to show everybody again. I think you did it a little quickly there.
Sure, that's okay. I tend to do that. I'm fully aware of sometimes do things in a little bit of a fast pace. So when you're on your dashboard, it should say dashboard. You'll see your beautiful little trust-o-meter, and we're going to help you go up the trust-o-meter. Right now, you'll be on newbie, but we want to get you to junior networker and then to senior networker. As you give referrals and as you get referrals, you'll move up the trust-o-meter. And this little section over here will tell you what you need to do to move up the trust-o-meter. But for now, I just want you to click on the Selling on the Spot Marketplace Members List, where it says 72 in the community. I just want you to click on that and you should see the others. There's Sandra. She's on right now. So anyone not being able to do that, unmute and say, no, I can't and don't know how to do it. Tracelyn says, I can't see the dashboard. If you've got the Selling on the Spot Marketplace, you just click on it and it'll take you straight to your dashboard with the little home. If you can't see your dashboard or you cannot see, you're on LinkedIn and you can't see the Selling on the Marketplace, please jump into the breakout room with Cherie. She'll help you get the basics sorted. Just jump into that breakout room. But for now, can you guys all see your fellow Selling on the Spot Marketplace members? Can you all just put a yes in there?
Yes.
That says yes. Yay! I think everyone's got it. Okay, good.
Scott,
Now,
if I can just add that people aren't going to see themselves. I find most people say, I don't see myself. I'm like, you're not going to see yourself in the list. You're going to see everybody else in the list. And just for another quick clarification is this is part of our paid membership, which most of you that are here with us live are, versus in our global community, which doesn't have an extra charge. So you do need to be a paid member to see to be in this list. Okay, so it is a bonus of paid membership.
Ah, thank you, Jane. Yes. So for those of you who are not members, obviously you sign up and then you'll get access to the marketplace, but you'll still be able to use the Nexus. You'll still be able to use this to grow your trusted connections. And I'm going to show you. So in fact, that's what we're all going to do now. So whether you're a member or not, I want you to do this. This is absolutely the most important first step. And what I'm going to show you is really, really beautiful. I want you to click on these three little dots here on the icon on the menu. By the way, if you're watching this after sort of February, you'll see a row of icons here. So it'll be one of the icons on the row. But I want you to open the menu and click on Match Me. And this is where you tell the Global Nexus, who do you want to meet? So what I'd like you guys to do is I'm going to give you guys all about 3 minutes now to type in the answer to question number 3. People I would like to meet should be like this. For example, I've written in here owners or CEOs of businesses big or small, but I've said I don't want to meet, so score them low if there are financial advisors or multi-level marketing, if they're in property, venture capital, loans or mortgage, etc. It's not that I don't want to meet them because I meet pretty much anyone. So it's not that it's just I have a specific audience of people that I want to meet. I get tons of meetings of these people and I'm looking to be notified when a match comes my way. So it's really, really important that you don't say anybody that's looking to live an authentic life or anybody that's looking to do something with make their health and wellness better. You've got to be specific. So you've got to say, I'm looking for school teachers in Toronto or Canada. So try and be a bit more specific on the kind of person that you want to meet. I'm looking for somebody that tends to be in a stressful job. I'm looking for an executive who would be more a high level executive who probably suffers from stress. Those kind of people. So you've really got to be specific who you want to meet. The number one problem that people have in business is they don't know who they want to meet. So they just keep meeting people and have meeting after meeting after meeting, and they don't go anywhere. So it's really important to know who you're looking to serve and who you're looking to target. So I'm going to give you guys all a minute or two now to quickly fill this out. You can come back later and update it later. But let's all do that now. And anyone else who wants to ask a question can do it. All right, so let me quickly stop this and see how you guys are going.
Carol, go ahead. You have a question?
Yeah, sorry. My computer was just being a pain. I'm back in there. Where do I find that place to add? I've got my Trustometer. I'm just looking where I add that information.
Sure. So under you basically, the way that you do it is you go to the main menu here. All right. Okay. And click Match Me.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, this will be on the menu item soon. We're changing our menu item, and in a couple of weeks' time, it'll change for those watching the recording. So just go here and look for Match Me. Aurora, quick question.
Yes, when I go to the list of everybody who is selling on the spot marketplace, is it a way that I can connect with them in here, or I have to go to their profile?
I'm gonna get that in a second. You'll need to go to their profile, but I will.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna take you guys through that just now.
I'm ahead. Yes.
Yeah. No, good for you for being ahead of the curve there. Well
I'm
done.
always thinking ahead.
Yeah, that's okay. For now, I just want to make sure you've got Match Me. A lot of people don't fill this out because they don't know it's there. And this is our newest and most impressive feature. It's going to go out and actually make a match for you. It's going to find people. And when we roll out our next version, which is already available on Core, it's going to find a match for you. You don't actually have to do anything. It's once a week, it's going to give you a free match and going to go, you need to meet this person. They fit your criteria. So
Scott, I think it's a phenomenal tool. So thank you for adding that. I do have a question about it.
Sure.
Can you just type in, or is it better to type in something like CEOs, comma, entrepreneurs, comma, you know what I mean? Like, can you keep it just simple and words, or does it need to be phrases? Is there a kind of a better way to do that?
Yeah, that's a good point. You can just use simple words, and don't be shy to do negative. In other words, who you don't want. So, I want to meet owners of businesses, right? But I don't want to meet these kinds of businesses like property, because property, it's not that I don't like people in property. I like everybody. It's just that people in property tend to be very geographically based. in their particular city or wherever they are. Whereas I'm looking to people with more of a global kind of nature. And here's another little pro tip. I say here, score them 10 if they own or run a business networking club or community. So I don't care who you are, but if you run a business networking club, I want to meet you. So, don't be shy to really use plain English and really get to the bottom of who you want to meet. Thanks, Jane. That's a really good point. But there's a nice little trick for you, who you don't want to meet.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I wouldn't have even thought of who not to meet.
It's quite cool, hey? So now, as you guys are doing that, and as you're finishing, you're going to notice scores, right? And you'll see, for example, Sandra over here has got 0 out of 10. That doesn't mean Sandra is a 0 out of 10. She's a horrible person. Sandra is a wonderful person. What it means is she doesn't fit my criteria. That's all it's saying. So in other words, for me to have a meeting with Sandra and to proactively look for a meeting, I'm actually meeting with Sandra just now. So I love meeting everybody. I don't turn away people, but I'm more inclined. I want to be notified from the thousands and thousands of people in this network. I want to be notified when really key people that I'm looking to meet specifically pop up. And that's the power. So you can book beautiful meetings. So what you do to run it, you'll see there's a question mark out of 10, the little spinner next to it, you click the spinner and it'll run those scores next to their names. So you guys can all run that spinner now. You can see Mona has got a 0. There's a few, wow, 8 out of 10. Tracy Redchap, 8 out of 10. See that?
I'm a bit late. I'm still filling the form.
No problem. I'll give you an extra few seconds. You can come back to it later if you want. Anybody else got another question so long? Sandra says mine has no spinner. Does it have scores, Sandra? If it's got scores, then it's done what it needs to do. What you do is you scroll down, right? And you can change the results per page, change it to 50, right? There's 72 in here. So you can move from page to page at the bottom. And then you should have a whole lot of new options I know what's happened. If you don't have a spinner, scroll up because you do 10 at a time. That's why. It'll only be the top ones because just so you guys all know, it costs us money every time we run this. So we don't run it across everybody. It's a little bit expensive. So we just do 10 at a time. So hopefully you just do 10 and then another 10 and then another 10 and then you find your meeting from there.
Scott, could you explain after filling the people I want to connect with what I should do? Could you explain that step again?
Yeah, sure. So you've clicked update, right?
I think so.
Okay, so once you've updated it and you've done your match meet, you go to the marketplace with 72 in your community. You might need to refresh your browser.
All right.
Try it if you're struggling, refresh your browser because it's got to. We'll create an auto fresh. There's a new version that's coming out early next year. We're making it simpler and easier to use. But refresh your browser and then you should see these little spinners. The little spinner next to the red question mark out of 10. Hit the spinner and it's going to start running the scores for you. Find somebody who's a high score.
Where was the spinner?
It's next to the red icon.
Oh, next to them. Yeah.
Next to the red icon. Yeah. The red question mark out of 10.
So I just let it work, yeah?
Yes, just let it do it.
I don't need to do anything.
You don't. You just wait. And it should take maybe 20 seconds and you'll have a list of scores next to their names. So what it's doing, right, let's quickly take a step back. You've just joined Selling on the Spot and you remember, you want to have great meetings with other Selling on the Spot members. This little scoring system is going to find members for you to be able to meet. So you're looking with anybody who's sort of 7 or 8 out of 10 and higher. It's going to find those people for you to meet. Offline, right, even when you're not even proactively looking, while you're on LinkedIn or doing your little thing, it's actually going to pop up once a week and give you a match. It's actually going to go in the background and search for you. That'll happen as of early next year because I know what people are like. We're lazy. We're busy. Did I say lazy? I meant busy. We're busy and we wanted to do it for us. But this is a proactive way for those people that are going, I want to proactively book meetings with other Selling on the Spot members. The way that you do it, and this is going to answer the other person's question. So I want to meet Tracy Repchuk right now. I do not know Tracy, but she's got 36 trusted connections. So she's added a whole bunch of other trusted connections in her network, right? This is where it gets interesting because now I can see her 36 trusted connections. But before I do that, I first need to book a one-on-one with Tracy. So what I do is I go to her LinkedIn profile and I reach out to her and I connect with her on LinkedIn. So she happens to already be a first-degree connection. I already actually do know Tracy because I follow my scores and I've already met with her. But if I hadn't, I would connect with her on LinkedIn. I would go to more, I'd say connect. And in the connection message, I would say, Tracy, I'm a selling on the spot member. You're a selling on the spot member. What do you say you and I have a one-on-one? And there's a 99% chance because she's part of the family that Tracy will have that one-on-one with me. There I have. I've booked a great meeting straight away. So this is a way that you can quickly find other selling on the spot members that meet your criteria. But what I'm going to show you next is where it gets even more amazing. So that's your first step. Does anyone have any questions about that? Do you see how that's coming together? I would love everybody right now to take a minute and book a meeting with another selling on the spot person. Anybody got it?
Said that, and that was it Sandra that put into the chat already that she realized that Sharon Fillmore is a 7 out of 10 as a connection for her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fantastic.
That's excellent. So would you like to know what's coming not early next year, but later next year?
Ooh, of course.
How would you like to be on a meeting like this right now in a Zoom call, right? 20 people on the Zoom call, 50 people on that Zoom call, and it actually tells you who else on that Zoom call you should meet. And not only that,
selling
but
on the spot marketplace.
Exactly, within the selling on the spot marketplace. And not only that, but in the background, it'll even search through the trusted connections of the people on the call. And it's going to say, you know what, Scott, meet Sandra, because Sandra knows another person who's not on this call, who's exactly the person you want to meet. So book a one-on-one with Sandra so you can meet Simon. It's actually going to start recommending people to you. This is the power of a family. This is the power of authentic connections and real, genuine, no spam, no hard selling, none of that kind of stuff we don't like on LinkedIn. It's proper, genuine approach. That's what we're trying to create. And what I mean by hard selling is not the really clever selling on the spot methodology, which is very well done. I'm talking about that spam we get in our inboxes every day. None of that. Do you see how that it all comes together? Who's booked a meeting? Who's reached out to somebody on LinkedIn and booked a meeting? Aurora, yes, she's done it. Who else? I want at least one other person to book a meeting, please.
I didn't book a meeting. I just wrote a message and I connected.
Sorry, yes. I meant
we were
yes.
not connected. Yes.
Yes. Who's connected to ask to book a meeting? Yes. Sandra, did you do it? Well done. Sandra's booked a meeting as well.
And Emily had her
I
hand
want
up
one
top.
more people to do it. One more person. Carol? Carol? Have you done it? Then why didn't you nod your head and go, yeah, I've done it, I'm so excited. There, she's doing it now. There you go. Okay, good. Okay, so you've all booked me. Not difficult, is it? So what'll happen now is the new people that join Selling on the Spot will be put to the top of the list. So as new people join, they'll be to the top of the list. And in the next version, you'll be able to filter as well. You can also search the members directory. So if you're looking for a lawyer, I don't know if we have any lawyers, but if you put in coach, for example, it'll show you all the coaches. So you can use this little free text search to find other Selling on the Spot members that you might want to meet as well, if you want to use your search. So now you've learned how to score. Now I'm going to show you how to add a trusted connection. And I want you to please all add trusted connections. This is what makes you successful. If every single one of the Selling on the Spot 72 members, and I know you've got more than that, Jane, you just haven't added them yet. There's more than those people.
Yes,
I know
we're adding daily right now, which is awesome.
Yeah, you've got to get their LinkedIn profiles. As you add more and more people, they'll come on board. Now you will know. Now I want you to add your trusted connections. Look at Sue Coleman, who is legend status. She's got 69 trusted connections. Lorna's got 10 in here. Lynette's got 40. Some of these people don't have photographs, and there's a reason for that. They haven't installed the Chrome extension yet. So Tessa and Rebecca and Kim and Tracy and Romana, I want you to please, all you people, install the Chrome extension, the Global Nexus extension. The moment they've installed it, all their details will appear here and they will be searchable. Jane, a little secret for you as well. If you or any of your team that's actually add any of these as trusted connections now, they will also appear.
Great. Okay.
Their photographs and everything. So they don't have to install the Chrome extension. You could add them as a trusted connection and they will then appear here. But we really want to get you guys to install the Chrome extension. That's really the first prize. Okay. So now I'm going to show you all how to add a trusted connection. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I want you to find somebody that you know and you trust on LinkedIn. Do a quick LinkedIn search now. Somebody that you know outside of the Selling on the Spot network. That could be a really good friend, someone in business. That could be your coach. That could be a really well-known client. Anybody, just find them. I'm going to use Cherie as an example, but first I'm going to delete her so I can re-add her. So don't worry about what I'm doing. I want you guys to please find them, and they must be a first-degree LinkedIn connection. Right, so I want you to go and I want you to find a first-degree LinkedIn connection. So I'm going to find Cherie Leone.
It should be somebody who's not in the selling on the spot.
Yes, please. Somebody who's not in Selling on the Spot, but that you know and trust well. You know them from business networking, for example, or groups, or you've known them for a while and they're a good person. They're not a bot, put it that way. Cherie's 10 out of 10.
We agree.
Yeah, wouldn't expect anything less. So once you found them on your first degree LinkedIn connection, you must be a first degree LinkedIn connection to add them as a trusted connection. All you do is you push the button that says add Cherie as your trusted connection. There's a button that says add Cherie as your trusted connection. Now, you don't have to do this next bit. You can just go straight to yes, I trust this person if you don't want to tag them or make notes. But for those of you who are diligent and like to kind of categorize people, this is, remember, your trusted connections. It blows me away how many people in business try to run businesses and they don't have the people that they know and trust in business in one place. It's a higgledy-piggledy mismatch of LinkedIn connections and Facebook connections, maybe a few people on a CRM or in a spreadsheet. This will bring all your trusted connections into one central place so that you can message them, work with them, nurture them, keep the relationship alive so that they can refer you. Your first degree, the people you know and trust will stop you from starving, but it's their connections that are going to make you rich. So in order to do a tag, you can start typing in business networking, for example, and click business networking. You can only do one tab, or you can click on it and there's a list of existing tags that you could use, or you can make your own tag if you want to.
I have a quick question, Scott.
Sure.
How did you get here? Because I'm at the trusted connection that I want, but I didn't see that drop down on that doesn't, like, I've got Selling on the Spot on the right hand side, but I don't have the same thing to add.
Are you on a personal LinkedIn profile? First degree.
I see it now. Make the person a trust. I got it now. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Sorry.
Good. No, this is a great question. I want you guys to stop me because this is super important. And once you've done one, it's very easy. Then there's a button that says add Cherie to trusted connection. Early next year, there's going to be a row of icons on here. And there'll be a plus button and you'll use that plus button. So we're going to make it much simpler and much easier. What this does is it tells you who else that person knows as well. Like genuinely knows, not like silly LinkedIn nonsense where, it's a mutual connection on LinkedIn, which means absolutely nothing. This is proper, real, trusted connections. These are genuine people. And that's the beauty of what we're creating. We want to create a world where we can almost create, I don't want to call it a competitor to LinkedIn, but an alternative to LinkedIn where it's interconnected groups around the world only reaching out to each other via trusted connections and in the spirit of referrals. So you click the add Cherie as your trusted connection. You can click I trust this person, or you can tag her if you want to. You can make a little note of where you met that person or how you know this person. And then all you do is you say, yes, I trust this person, and they are in. Done. They are now a trusted connection.
And what were the
It-
tags?
I,
that you
I
were
cannot do
mentioning?
that. I don't find anybody. If I put in the search, it doesn't bring me anybody.
The LinkedIn search. You need to
I put in the name of the person which is connected first degree with me, and it doesn't bring me, so that it tells me something with premium LinkedIn or something. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. But this is a LinkedIn search. It's an ordinary everyday LinkedIn search. This has got nothing to do with the marketplace nexus. This is LinkedIn. You've got to actually find them and search for them on LinkedIn. Another thing you can do if you want is you can go to the My Network button. If you go to the My Network button, for example, then you can go to the connections. Maybe you can search your connections that way as well.
Okay.
So you can find somebody you know from your connections. These are your first degree connections.
And I go on their profile.
Yes, you must be on their LinkedIn profile and on their first degree LinkedIn profile. For those of you that are waiting, do another one. Just quickly add, I'd love you all to add 5 trusted connections now, because if you add 5, you're on your way of moving up the trusted meter and getting off newbie stage and going to junior networker level, which is what you want to do. And then you want to get to senior networker level as well. So I'll show you how to do that. So, but for now, everybody, I want you all to add 5 trusted connections from LinkedIn, and you'll notice that a little message comes up. All right, on LinkedIn. So it says, hi, Cherie, most of LinkedIn connections are strangers to me, so I'm building my own separate inner circle. I've just added you to my selling on the spot marketplace global nexus, reserved for only the people I know and trust. Fake profiles are everywhere, and I'm sick of spam. In my network, there are only genuine, like-minded people sharing our knowledge and opening doors for new business opportunities, etc. You can tweak this message. It's just a template. You don't have to send it if you don't want to, but obviously it would be great if you did, because they can install the global nexus and they can go. Vivian, you have a question.
Yes, what did you, sorry, when I was trying to search for that trusted connection button, what did you say you needed to put in the tags section, the select your tags? Could you go over that, please?
Yeah, sure. So I'll go to the tag another way by pushing this little edit button on her on the profile. So under tags, you can just click on it and it'll give you a list of tags you can choose from. Okay, you see there's a list of tags, or you can type your own tag in there if you want to as well. Like you could say whatever, if you've got a special tag, you type in special tag and then make sure you click on the blue and it'll create. There it is. It'll create a special tag for you there. I'll just delete that now. So that's how you create those tags as well. Did somebody else have a question?
Yes, I have a question. When we're sending the message, what if people are not interested in selling on the spot or have never heard about it or don't know? So if we send a message with the link, they're not really going to understand the point.
Well, what
I'm
you can
asking
do,
because I had one of those cases.
well, what you can do is you can remove you can edit the message and just say just letting you know I've added you to my trusted network, because I value our relationship. So in other words, you're letting them know that they're a trusted, valuable person in your life. It's just a really nice thing to do. However, they can still use the selling on the spot global marketplace nexus. And in fact, I think it takes them to a landing page, Jane, that explains it, doesn't it?
It sends them to where they can download the Chrome extension, yes, with a brief introduction.
Yeah. So it will explain what selling on the spot is in that link.
Thank you.
Somebody, I think it's Emil. Sorry, I couldn't see who. Somebody else has got their hand up.
No, it's Vivian.
Oh, is that Emil speaking? Sorry, I can't see. It says 2 people have got their hand up. So anyone else with a question?
Nope, hands are down now. We're good.
All good. Okay. So what you want to do is keep adding trusted connections. Add 5, 10, 15, 20. Start building up your trusted connections, because you're going to be a catalyst. When I go back to the selling on the marketplace members list, the people that you want to meet are the people with lots of trusted connections. Like you really want to meet Tracy. Okay. Because she's got a network that you can view, that you can look at. You want to meet Aurora. Well done, Aurora. She's got her 5. Excellent. Carol's got 6. But you'll see a few people have got quite a few. Hey, obviously Jane's got a lot. Joe Wilkins, 100. Halle, 51. I actually did an intro for Halle. So you want to meet people with large numbers, because the more trusted connections you have, the bigger your network, the more valuable you are for people to want to meet you. And you can then click on those trusted connections and you can view them. Now, this is beautiful. 51 trusted connections. Halle's got 51. I can click on her trusted connections, right? And I can see Halle's trusted connections, all of them. And I can go through them. Now, this is a premium feature. You won't be able to run your scores on them. It's a $24 a month premium feature because it costs money for ChatGPT. You can either manually scroll down, or you can, if you're a premium user, you can do the scores, but you can view their trusted connections. And you can then go and you can request an introduction, but only if you've already met that person. Let me make this really clear for you guys. So let's say, for example, I go back to the marketplace, all right? And I see that I was looking at Halle just now. Let's say Joe Wilkins has got 100 trusted connections. I can see Joe's 100 trusted connections, but I can't ask for an introduction until I've met Joe. It's really important that you meet the person first, add them to your trusted connections, and then you can ask for introductions and they can ask you for introductions. That's when it goes ballistic, because now you can start booking introductions left, right, and center. Does that make sense? So if I've met Joe and I've added her as one of my trusted connections, and I go to her 100 trusted connections, right? Look at this request introduction button. I can click request, and I can request introductions, and I can book meetings left, right, and center.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, guys. Some people are scared of requesting an introduction. You click the request an introduction, you give a reason. I think there's great synergies, win-win. Click the request an introduction button. Do it. Guys, request an introduction. People love doing it. Jane, do you enjoy giving introductions?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Again, this is such a great feature because it's nice and simple. And I mean, this is just the human to human relationships that we're always speaking about at Selling on the Spot. Meet people, whether it's through the marketplace or our member monthly events, and then book those one-on-ones so that you know the first person, just like Scott said, that will lead you to the next connections. And yeah, it's a simple ask. It's one of those get out of the comfort zone sometimes and just ask for that introduction. It takes a few seconds, a simple sentence to put in there, and I'm happy to support you all and help you connect to more people as well.
So the point that I'm trying to make is that people love making introductions. It's what we do in business. We have a human need to serve, a human need to want to help people in their businesses and help people generally. It's genuinely, it's part of who we are, right? I am just going to quickly log out. How do I log out on this version? I want to quickly show you what's going to happen next year. There we go. Okay, let me see if I can show you. I'm showing you another version just because I'm going to show you what's coming next year. I'm going to see if this does actually work, because I'd love to show you instead of just explaining it to you.
Before you go further, may I ask a question about the introduction?
Yes, you absolutely may.
Basically, I go to the person, let's say I know Jane and I'm very good friends with her, and I go to her connections and I say request introduction for one of her connections, for example, Emily Christensen, which I also know. But let's say I don't know them. Do I do this? I ask Jane when I click the request introduction. I ask Jane basically to introduce me to this other person. Is this how it works?
You've nailed it. 100% correct.
Okay.
Only thing is, if they are already a Selling on the Spot member, you don't have to ask Jane to introduce you, because you can just reach out to them directly. Like I showed you earlier, go to their LinkedIn profile, say, we're both Selling on the Spot members.
Right.
Let's have a meeting. Because Selling on the Spot, that's why you join Selling on the Spot. You're a family, and family will meet family, unless you're part of the family that hate each other, like some families do, but hopefully you're not that family. But you see what I mean? But with Selling on the Spot, everyone loves each other. So that you've absolutely nailed it. You click on request introduction and they will do it. Vivian, you have a question as well?
Yes, really quick question regarding, you had mentioned as I was trying to search for something I missed, I apologize. You had said something about a template, like a message template or something.
Yes.
What was that?
When
Where
you,
did that come into play? I missed that. I apologize.
yeah, once you add somebody as a trusted connection, a little LinkedIn message template will come up. So I was adding Cherie as a trusted connection. A little LinkedIn message template will come up saying, "Hi Cherie, I want to add you to my trusted connections. You're a valuable person in my life." Da 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 da. You can edit that template.
Oh, I didn't see that come up. That's why I was wondering when I added someone to my connections.
Interesting.
So,
It should have. Try another one. It
It
should.
take a few seconds to pop up, but it should be there, yes. And then that's what gives them the opportunity to join the global nexus. Yeah.
Okay, I will try that again. And that is a connection outside. That's just from one of my regular LinkedIn connections outside, of course, selling on the spot, right?
Correct. Yes, that's right. But somebody you know, obviously, that you know is a good person that you would refer.
Yes, thank you.
Sure. Now, yeah, do another one quick, see how that works. So I'm going to show you. So for example, next year, once you've filled out Match Me, which is so important, and you know, it's going to give you a match. So look what it's done. I've done absolutely nothing. This is a different profile. I'm just showing you because it's a demo. What it's done is it's found me a match behind the scenes. And it's found someone called Fusen Beatty, who's an 8 out of 10 match. I can mouse over and it tells me why. She's the CEO of Abundance Global, high-level position management consulting firm, right? So it's told me, and she is a trusted connection of Anthony Pearl, who I know in Australia. Straight away, I can click the request an introduction button and get an introduction to Fusen. So in other words, instead of me searching and going through the process of finding a connection, it's actually going to pop up on your screen. How cool is that? And going to match you. So these are the things we're working on over time. But I just want you to know that your selling on the spot family starts off with your family. Then you bring in your kind of family into it. And between the selling on the spot members, your trusted connections and everybody else's trusted connections, when we get this right, and we've got enough critical mass, we've got enough people in there, you hardly have to look anywhere else for business, because everybody's added their own private networks. And what makes it different to LinkedIn is full of nonsense, because I've got 27,000 connections. I don't know 26,000 of them. We don't know our connections. So LinkedIn has kind of lost its way a little bit because, you know, half of them are bots, automated, people's VAs use them. This is real people. Everybody here is a real person, and the people they add to their trusted connections are real people. And I hope you can all see the value of that and how important it is and how wonderful it is. Now, I'm going to show you one more thing, which is the coolest thing ever. You guys are going to fall in love with this. So much so that there's one of my guys in Australia always starts training with this because he loves it so much. He starts everybody with this process. What I want you to do is I want you to go next to your dashboard. There's a search icon, right? And this is where you can search your trusted connections and your trusted connections. What I want you to do is I'm just going to click reset search. I want you to find one of your trusted connections that you've just added recently. Okay. Somebody that you really know and trust, like somebody who's a really cool person that you know very, very well. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to add them. We're going to give them a golden recommendation. Now, a golden recommendation is like a extra special. Do you see how Cherie's got these golden thumbs up next to her name? And if I go to Jane Warr, you'll see that TJ has a whole bunch of golden recommendations. You can do one for Jane if you like, if you don't know who to do it with. You guys can, in fact, if you want to do it now quickly, everybody quickly add Jane as a trusted connection. How about you do that?
Please. Yes, that would be a good one to add.
Yeah. It also saves you doing it later, Jane.
Yes, that too.
Look, Jane, you're a 10 out of 10.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I always knew that, but it's nice to see.
Yeah. Okay, so now you'll see these golden recommendations. She's got one from me, she's got one from Joanne Morehouse, and she's got one from Emily. So well done, Emily. So what happens now is I want you all to quickly add Jane as a trusted connection. Let me give you a minute. And then I want you to go to the search button on the Global Nexus. I'll give you guys all a second to do that. And then I'm going to show you how to give a golden recommendation, which is a golden thumbs up. Just quickly, everybody add Jane. Oh, I pasted Jane's LinkedIn profile in the URL in the chat to help you get there.
I love the gold thumbs up. That's beautiful.
It's great, huh? Yeah.
Great visual, yeah.
And then Jane, you can also reciprocate, and then you can help them get to senior networker level.
Mhm.
Because what we need to do with Jane is, first of all, Jane, we got to get you to junior networker. You actually have enough to get past senior, Jane. All you've got to do is you've got to give a golden recommendation, and I think you've just got to request an introduction or two.
Mhm. Okay.
But Jane, here's a little trick for you as well. If any of you go to your own LinkedIn profiles, your own personal LinkedIn profiles, click on the Trustometer. It will tell you. It's not going to work for me, obviously, because you're not me. But it will actually tell you what you need to do to get to the next level. It'll be little red. It'll tell you what you need to do to get up the Trustometer. So what you've done, Jane, is you've given a lot. You've made introductions and you've given golden recommendations. And it's now time for you to receive and ask for and do some requests, some introductions.
I'm sorry to bother you. Can you run through that again? I kind of missed something in here.
So this little Trustometer, it's called the Trustometer.
No, how to give Jane the golden.
I cannot find.
Okay. Let me show you that now.
How to give the golden thing.
Yes. Okay. So you go to the search, make sure you've reset. So these should be your trusted connections. Okay. And you'll have click reset search. And this will be your list of trusted connections. These are your people you know and trust. Let me go to Cherie now. Now, this little button over here, we don't make it that easy, guys, although it will be a bit easier in the next version. You've got to go to this little icon here, contact details, under her name. Okay, do everybody see contact details?
Yeah.
Okay, you click on contact details, scroll down to the bottom, and there's a tag. What we've done is we've created a special kind of tag. If you type in golden recommendation, you'll see golden recommendation. Why do we do this? Why did we make it a special tag and not make it this easy thing? First of all, we want to teach people how to use tags, but we don't want to make it too easy because a golden recommendation is a very special thing. This is an extra level of golden recommendation. But watch what happens now. I'll let you all click on it if you want. But when you click on golden recommendation, all right, it says you're about to give Cherie a golden recommendation. I'm going to click yes. It brings up this really nice message. This is an example of the message template. Jane, do you want to make a note and change that to selling on the spot, my most trusted and selling on spot networks?
Oops, Jane, I just sent you a message, a template.
That's
Yay.
okay. I like it. Thank you.
So Jane should have a few of them now. So you're all giving Jane a golden recommendation. Who's struggling? Hope you haven't got bored and playing Candy Crush.
So does it make sense to have the selling on the spot and the my most trusted?
Yeah, I think we can just put selling on the spot is easier.
It's enough one of them, right?
Yeah, I think so. There they come. Look, Jane. Look at your golden recommendations.
All right, thank you.
Diane's done it. Joanne's done it. Emil's done it.
I still have not been able to.
Sorry?
I still haven't been able to. So I went and I put Jane in, keyword for trusted connections. When I hit search, it comes up upgrade to premium.
No. So if you go to search, right? If you click the search button, just click reset search. Make sure it's reset.
Okay.
And you should see Jane in this list. If she's not, and you go to keyword and you type in Jane, it'll search for Jane.
Oh, okay.
If she's not there, it means you haven't added her as a trusted connection yet.
Laughing. Okay, yeah, I think probably that. Okay, I got it now.
It's brought up a bunch of Janes here. If I go Jane Warr, tons of them.
Warr as part of the name.
There we
There
go. Yeah. And then you'll click on this little contact details button. You'll go to the tag and you'll give a golden recommendation. So the reason why I'm taking you through all of this is because this is how you'll jump up the trustometer. There's a few things I haven't shown you yet, like, for example, how to introduce this introduce button. You can introduce two people to each other as well. And there's some extra features as well. We'll start taking you through that probably next time and next year. But for those people, you know, I'd like to at some stage do Jane only do an advanced session, like for only people that know all this, and we can really take people. But we'll do that when the next upgrade happens next year.
Sure. Yeah, a
things
part
that
one
are-
and a part two, two separate videos would be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, with pleasure. I mean, there's so many other things this can do, like personality tests. You know that you can do a personality test on here. Shall we get deep insights into Jane Warr's personality?
Should we?
She's most likely an influencer.
Love it. Everybody's
Three
reading
things that
it.
make Jane excited are networking, sales, and sales training, and achieving goals. So it gives you a nice little summary here as well. So what we're doing, guys, is we're helping you really streamline your trusted connections, because that's where your business is going to come from. And their trusted connections are what's going to make you successful. And you can start booking meetings, and you can use selling on the spot brand and the family as the catalyst to grow them. And we'll, even in the advanced side, we'll even teach you how to do the 26,000, tap into the full network, global network. That's a bit trickier. So for now, just work your way up the trust-o-meter and see if you can get to at least junior networker. How much more do you want me to go through today, Jane?
Oh, you were reading my mind. I was just about to ask. Could you show everyone, because many people put on their own events, whether in person or online, how we can use the Global Nexus to invite people to our events?
With pleasure. All right. So this is a very, very cool little feature with events. All right. So this is a live event. And in fact, now that I put this, I don't know if Cherie's still with us. She might have left. But let me copy and paste this into the, okay, this is a monthly get-together. You guys are all welcome to attend. I'll put it in the chat right now. It's called the My Most Trusted Monthly Get-Together. Now, if you do events on LinkedIn, right, and you create LinkedIn events, Jane, I don't know if you've got an event that you want to demo. Send me the link on LinkedIn and I'll demo it.
You put me on the spot.
While you're looking, you'll see. So we've got 119 other attendees. That's because we've been promoting this using the method I'm going to show you. But if you've got an event that's coming up, or Selling on the Spot has got an event coming up, there's a little button here called Share and a little button here called Invite. When you click on that button, right, this allows LinkedIn to invite 1,000 people a week to this event. It will auto scroll using the little global nexus. See, it'll auto scroll for you. I see you're trying to invite your contacts to a LinkedIn. So what I would normally have to do is I'd normally have to scroll down and tick all these boxes to invite them. And you can invite up to 1,000. What this little auto scroller does, it'll automatically scroll. So you go off and you have a cup of organic herbal tea. Would you like us to scroll down for you so you can have a cup of organic herbal tea while you wait? You go and have a cup of tea and you've just invited 1,000 people. Jane, do you have one by any chance? Or...
Yes, I put it in the chat here for you.
All right, so let's use a live one. Let's do this for real, guys. So, and let's promote Jane's next event. Okay, so it's in the chat. Please can everybody click on the link in the chat quickly and go to the events page that Jane has just shown you. Okay, the online Boxing Week specials. Online with trainer. Here's the date and time, event link. It's all here. Okay, wonderful. So what you do is you first got to click the attend button. So I'm going to click attend. So there you, Jane, I'm coming.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So I'm coming. Now you click the share button and you click the invite button. Then you can either choose by location, Canada, or whatever, but the simplest way of doing it is just say, yes, go, and you just leave it, and it'll automatically scroll for you. until it gets to 1,000. Now, if there are 20 people or 15 people in this room right now, and all 15 of you do it right now, you will have just all invited 15,000 people to the Selling on the Spot's next event.
So
I
yeah,
have a
please be
question.
clicking on that.
I have both apps on, and I don't get this Selling on the Spot.
Doesn't it
The
pop
event.
up now? Is it not popping up when it's like this, when you do invite?
No, it's popping up the blue one, but it only says
Oh, it's
power
same thing.
my most
Don't worry.
trusted.
Oh, I
That's
see.
all.
Don't worry. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
but if I click on the most trusted, then I get to this want to get away from spam, blah blah. So the
Oh, no. You don't need to click on that. Just click yes, go. So
okay.
yeah, yes. So if you want to look at my screen quickly, if you go to share, invite, all you do is click yes, go at the bottom.
Okay. I did
That's all
this.
you
Go.
click.
What happens now?
That's fine. Now just wait. Let's
Okay.
just wait until it gets to 1,000.
I have
Cherie, the
a
master of
couple.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cherie does this all the time. We have a whole community of people, which we call Club Sensational. And we come together and we actually promote each other's events. It's
This
part
is
of what
actually part of the Selling on the Spot mastermind that some are already have included in their membership. So that would be another conversation that each of us could have because it's part of the Pro Plus membership. So we'll be doing that in masterminds for sure, deliberately, absolutely promoting each other's events.
Yep. You see how powerful that is. So it'll actually invite you to these events so we can do it. Diane, did you have a question? I see your hands up.
I did. About the ranking up from newbie to junior network. It says you have to make one introduction, and you said you were going to go over that like in the first of the year.
I'll do it now. Jane, I have to. She's brought it up. I might as well do it. Let's complete the full circle, guys. Shall we just do this? All right. So here's what you do. It's really easy. There's a couple of ways of doing it. If you open the Nexus and go to the search, all right. So right now you can only introduce two people to each other, but to get up the trust-o-meter. So let's go to my profile, and you will notice that I'm already on Trusted Advocate because I'm on the highest level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to go from newbie to junior networker. So to do that, you need to have 5 trusted connections, which you should have already done. You have to give 1 golden recommendation. I can't remember I think you have to request an introduction. 1 or 2. I think you just have to request 1 or 2 introductions. Now remember how to do that. To request an introduction, you go, for example, to the best way to request an introduction is to go to Jane Warr, because Jane knows everybody. So if you go to Jane Warr's, for example, and you look at her 72 trusted connections, right? Look for this magic button called request introduction. I think you just have to request 1 introduction to get to junior networker and 3 to get to senior networker, right? So just click request introduction and ask Jane to introduce you to somebody. That's the easiest way of doing it. But there's one more thing I need to show you guys, and that is if you reset your search, because this search is a little bit more advanced. I've got videos that explain this. But if you go to your trusted connections, which is your first degree, right? You can introduce 2 people to each other. So if you want to introduce Carol, if I want to introduce Carol to Cherie, there's a button here that says introduce. Okay, this is your magic button. The introduce button is also going to appear on somebody's LinkedIn profile page. Same button, same thing. All right, so if you go to Jane's LinkedIn profile page, there's a button here that says introduce. It'll only say introduce if you are a trusted connection. You can only introduce trusted connections to each other. You click on introduce and you say, who would I like to introduce to? I'd like to introduce Jane to Cherie, for example. Cherie, it starts to bring up the message. Hi, Cherie, allow me to introduce you to Jane Warr, trainer Jane. Jane, you can fix it because you don't want capital letters, for example. Jane Cherie is wonderful, amazing, 10 out of 10, etc. I think you two will get on well. Okay. And then you click the introduce button and it'll automatically make that introduction. It'll even post it on LinkedIn for you. Jane, I've seen you do this from time to time, right?
Yes, I did
Yeah.
one this morning. And yeah, I love how it pops up on LinkedIn and shows everybody in my connections that I just used the Global Nexus powered by My Most Trusted to connect two people. It names the two people, so it shows its effectiveness. I love it.
Here we are, Jane.
Yep,
I see you introduced Gemma and Catherine.
Mhm.
So do you see how it's created a LinkedIn post after making the introduction? So Jane says, I've just introduced two amazing people to each other, Gemma and Catherine, and it promotes them on LinkedIn. So Catherine is a brilliant and accomplished luxury travel advisor, real estate, taxation, knowledge of attention to detail. Each client's dream vacation becomes a reality. Jane, did you book your trip to Aruba through Catherine?
I did not actually. It's a different
There you go.
marketer's cruise.
So you can use the introduce button. So those are the 4 things. I think there's 5 things that you need to know. You need to know how to add a trusted connection. You need to know how to give a golden recommendation, which by default helps you receive a golden recommendation. You need to know how to give and receive introductions. And that's all. That's it.
Okay,
And if you look at your dashboard, it'll actually show you what you need to go to the next level.
Mhm.
I do have a sort of a quick question, because I think I misunderstood from the very beginning. I thought that when you were adding your trusted connections, you couldn't add somebody, like if they were already in the selling on the spot group. Like if they're already in our group, I couldn't add them as part of my trusted connection.
No, you absolutely can add them.
Okay. Yeah,
No
just making
problem.
Can, and that's a great place to start.
Yeah, no, and then because that was sort of one of the things why I didn't add people, is because they're already in there. I didn't realize that I could put them as mine as well as.
No, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, definitely add them as trusted connection. Because as you know, the reason why we don't we prefer to you add people from outside is because, as you know, incest is a game the whole family can play. So if you're only adding each other as trusted connections, it's not going to go anywhere.
That's true.
So we're encouraging people to add trusted connections outside of selling on the spot, because that will then allow the whole selling on the spot community to benefit, and you will become a catalyst for that.
Right,
Yeah.
that makes more sense, because that was one of my struggles, was like, everybody I know is already in the group.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. No, I hear you. So that's fine. You can still add them as a trusted connection. You can still build them, but we want you to grow it from there. And as this grows, you'll see it'll get bigger and bigger. What we'll start to do next year is when we start matching people, it'll actually start automatically matching people with people in your in their trusted connections out, in the selling on the spot marketplace members.
Well,
So
Scott, if I could just jump in for a moment and to add to that too, is that right now we have 72 members that are in that list. We are literally adding them daily right now. We're going to hit 140 or 150 by next week, which is a good challenge, which means that's a great place for you to each go to start clicking through to add your own trusted connections. So how Scott was showing on the screen, some people have 5, some people have 10. Joe Wilkins had 100 already in there. Where you could go to our members list and start connecting and clicking for them to become a trusted connection to get your numbers higher faster.
Yeah.
Because they're
Just
vetted
meet
through
them
us.
first. You must always have a one-on-one first. So it all starts in the family. You meet other selling on the spot family, and then as you meet them, their trusted connections will become available to you. You'll still see them if you're not, but you want to meet them so that you two can trust each other, and then you can ask for referrals.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. That's as the selling on the spot second degree starts to grow, guys. You're in the right place. Really are. I think Veronica and Aurora, you've got your hands up still. Did we answer your questions?
Okay, so when I tried to invite persons to Jane's event a while ago, it said 1,000 persons per week. Is that a total to Jane's event or total for Jane's and my event?
Total for Jane's and your event combined.
Okay, and when does the week start?
Good question. Sunday night, it flicks over. So you can do 1,000 on Sunday and 1,000 on Monday, but you can't do 1,000 on Monday and 1,000 on Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah,
that's
thank
a LinkedIn setting, correct,
That's a
Scott?
LinkedIn setting,
Yeah,
correct? Yes,
yeah.
that's
It's
correct.
LinkedIn doesn't want to inviting thousands upon thousands upon thousands and just because then that's when it could get spammy.
Yes, correct. So you guys are obviously welcome to come to also our event if you like. I mean, I think I put the link in there. You guys are welcome to attend. We just go through what's happening in the future, some advanced users, you'll meet basic users, and we're just starting to have a little, it's just designed because we want our community to help shape the future of where we're going. The next few weeks, we're gonna start to see especially with the Jane's white label, probably I'm going to say around February, maybe earlier. There's a new version coming out, simpler, easier, faster. It's going to help you with the matches. It's just going to make it easier and easier for you to use. But for now, all I can suggest you do is ask for referrals, meet other selling on the spot members, do one-on-ones, and add your trusted connections. Grow your private databases, because your private, well, I'll say it for the last time, the people around you need to be nurtured because they're going to stop you from starving. The people they know will make you successful.
Scott, I have one question on the introductions. I actually introduced Jane to someone I had just recently met outside of selling on the spot. And I went through the whole thing. And the last thing I got, it says, I'm on my profile, post to anyone. And it says, I've just introduced two amazing people to each other, Sharita Olton and Jane Warr. And then it says post. Is that going to post on my feed?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was unsure. So I just click post and we'll run with it.
Yes. Well done.
Excellent.
So Diane's made her introduction, guys, and she's posted on LinkedIn. There you go. So now you can grow it and you can make introductions. So Diane, as you keep going now, you'll go up the trustometer, and then you'll just, you'll get to junior networker and then to senior networker. You give a golden recommendation. You'll get a gold. Jane will give you all golden recommendations, won't you, Jane? Because that will help you. You need 2 golden recommendations to go from junior networker to senior networker.
Okay.
And Jane will be one of them. So if you're a senior networker, then you're a trusted person in the family. If you're really serious, you can move on from there. But senior networker is really the place that you want to be.
Okay, so your golden recommendations are within the selling on the spot extension, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
So are you able to give that to someone that's not in it or no?
You can give a golden recommendation to anybody who is one of your trusted connections.
Okay, I'm like, that's why it happened. Okay.
Yes. You can't, if you don't know Vivian, you can't give her a golden recommendation.
Okay.
That would also be a bit silly. I mean,
Well, I use my husband as a guinea pig, and so he's
there's a few people that
I used him as a guinea pig first, but then I was like, all right, I figured this out. Then I went through the alphabet and did everybody that I was first connected to.
That's wonderful.
Well done. Well done.
So now that I can see Diane's really good, how does that make me feel? I'm thinking I need to set up a meeting with Diane because she's got a great network and she's clearly likes to give and make connections, and I think we can work well together. So immediately I'm thinking I want to meet Diane. So you're making yourself attractive in that way, Diane, as somebody that people want to meet because you're a catalyst.
Sounds good. Before this whole thing, LinkedIn was very foreign.
Yeah, this is way better than LinkedIn. It's real.
Exactly. I was going to say this is kind of through LinkedIn and
Well,
on
right.
LinkedIn,
Well, the thing is, I had a LinkedIn
better.
account for years, and I just finally opened it back up again and doing it. So this is good. This is good. Okay.
We can say bye-bye to Facebook. Who's blocking us and putting us in jail and all these things.
Oh yeah.
I have a question because I got lost at this thing that when I go to Jane's profile, there's a button to send introduction, or did I understood wrong?
Or ask for an introduction?
Yes. So if you go to Jane's LinkedIn profile.
Yes. Do I have the
Look at my
button?
screen now. I'll show you my screen. You got to go to her LinkedIn profile. You'll need to be on her
Yes.
LinkedIn profile, and there's a button. It'll pop up next to her golden recommendations.
I don't see that.
Or you can go on here. Let me just refresh. Sometimes it takes a second. Sometimes if you go back and forward on LinkedIn, it doesn't pop up. Just refresh. Do you see if you're on Jane's page, you should see her golden recommendations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm refreshing.
Sometimes you got to refresh.
No.
It's annoying, but it should
No,
work.
I don't see on the page, on her page. No, I don't see that. Only when I go to the app. Oh no, wait. Now I see it. Yes, I see it.
There's this little button here, introduce. This is changing soon. You'll see a whole
I
fresh.
don't see any button introduce.
She's not a trusted connection. Have you added her as a trusted connection?
She is a trusted. She was my first trusted connection.
Then it should, a little button here should say, or what about here? Does this pop down? It should say introduce Jane.
Wait. Yes, introduce Jane to a trusted. So that means to introduce her to somebody else in my connections.
That's correct. Yes.
Introduce Jane. Okay. Oh, okay. I understand. Yes.
Yes. And now you can type in the person's name and you can make that introduction.
Okay. And I just got a match. It popped up. It disappeared now. I have no idea where it
I
is.
did not know that matching was live on your system, Jane. That is actually a very pleasant surprise. I thought it was only
For me too.
I didn't know the auto match was working.
But the match said it's a trusted connection of Tom Matson, and I can ask Tom to introduce me to this person.
Yes.
Nice.
But now it disappeared. How can I find it again?
Yeah, unfortunately, once it's the way that if you haven't clicked the introduce button yet, go to your main LinkedIn page, feed. That's where it pops up on your feed, and it'll pop up if you've got anything.
Oh, when I'm back on my feed. Okay.
Yeah, it should pop up
on my own profile.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be gone. You'll have to go to Tom Matson's trusted connections and try and find that person. How cool is that? Hey, it actually goes out and finds matches for you. Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's
it's
not-
like, but they have to be online, right? To see that, because if I'm not online, then it won't. I will lose. I will miss that.
Next year we will be launching an email. It'll email you.
Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. That's great. It's a great app extension. I love it. I just love it. Thank you.
Great, huh?
And the more
That's
we
so
use
cool.
it, the more familiar we are with it, and then it'll feel that much easier. And of course, we'll share the recording with all of you so that you can go through it all again. I think we're all amazed, Scott.
Thank you.
I know this is going to sound terrible, but can you show me one more time how to do the gold introduction?
Sure.
Because I keep looking at this and I keep ending up in the wrong place.
That's okay. So if you watch my screen, you open the Global Nexus. This little button here is the quickest and easiest to open and close.
Yes.
Just click the Selling on the Spot logo. Then you go to search and you find the person you want to give a golden recommendation to. You scroll down and you'll see a row of icons at the bottom. The middle icon is contact details.
Yeah, I've been clicking on that and then it's going nowhere.
Yeah, and then when you scroll down and there's a tag, enter the name of the tag, type in golden recommendation and click golden recommendation.
Okay, that's what it is. I was looking for golden recommendation. I have to type it in.
Well, when you start typing it in, it comes up as one of the pre-programmed tags.
Okay.
Yes, correct. It's pre-programmed.
Okay, that makes more sense now. All right. Because I kept looking for it and it wasn't there.
Now you have the ability to give many golden recommendations today.
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much. I need to leave. Bye-bye.
Thanks. I think we're pretty much done. Hey, Jane, I think that was good.
Oh God,
This
I have
has
to
been
go too. I'm
phenomenal.
sorry. I have another meeting.
This has
All
been
right.
phenomenal. Thank you so much, Scott, for giving us 90 minutes of your time to go through this. very exciting. There's so much that we can do, so much I think we can all raise our hands and say, yes, we will do. We will be putting it into action because, of course, that is the next step for everybody. And I do always recommend carve out time, put it in your schedule, maybe an hour later today or later this week to go through this again and start connecting with more people, make more trusted connections, give more golden recommendations. If you haven't given one to me, I'll accept them, but otherwise I was going to say, please give them to Scott, of course. Give him a golden recommendation as well.
Yeah.
Scott, any last word?
No, I'm so happy, guys. It's really wonderful. Just all I'm saying is I hope you understand the value of getting great quality meetings through a referral and an introduction through the Selling on the Spot family. You know, that's where it'll start to grow. That's your, look after and nurture the people that are close to you. That's better than any advertising you could ever spend.
Perfect. With that, thank you again, Scott, one more time for this phenomenal presentation, phenomenal tool and resource, and for partnering with me at Selling on the Spot. I appreciate you so much. And for all of you that joined us here both live and watching the recording, I appreciate you as well and look forward to connecting with you further through, of course, the Global Nexus powered by My Most Trusted. So with that, thank you again for all of you for watching this, and I look forward to what we do together and see you at another amazing Selling on the Spot event. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.